There was a lot of valuation expansion last year. So how do you think about that? Again, it doesn't have to be alpha specifically, but how do you like what supersedes what? What's the most important part of your story? Does it depend on the sector, the stock, the market, the interest
If you were
rates?
just going by earnings growth, you would not
But Apple
love
Right.
Apple.
not have to be a home run and everything doesn't have to be working all the time. That's why you have a portfolio.
Do you, when you decide that something is fundamentally broken with one of your stocks, do you sell slowly just in case you're wrong and price continues to prove you wrong? And then you say, all right, we got out of a third of the position, but this thing is still running and maybe I'm not sure. Or do you exit and you go from one quarter to the next, you own it, you don't own it, period?
It's like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. And I said, you know what, from a correlation standpoint, what does that mean? How does the stock trade fundamentally in terms of earnings and valuation, but more importantly, price performance relative to Google? Well, it's pretty much the same at that point it was. I'm like, okay, guess what? I'm just putting all my meta stock into Google. And it's worked out okay.
1000%, say more.
I just think that if you think about what AI is doing and you think some of the banks were very, very early adopters and huge investors in fintech, which ultimately became big parts of AI. I mean, we're going to be able to walk into a branch anywhere here in the country and the ATM or the teller is going to know what language you speak. They want the experience.